Which generation of consoles is better? Hey, what's up guys? I'm Cyber from the Cyber YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I feel is necessary in today's society. Not to sound like an old person, but I just feel like I want to talk about this. So, basically, what I'm going to be talking about is how much better is the newer consoles really compared to the older ones. Like, if you think about it, there's a lot of problems with both of them. There's a lot of problems with both of the generations. There's a problem both of the generation of consoles. So we're gonna be starting off with the newer versions of the consoles. So the newer ones, in all honesty, they're not very good because they require a lot more hardware. They require a lot more attention, a lot more settings, and all that kind of stuff. For example, the Xbox One, I can hardly get Minecraft to work on multiplayer, and that bugs me because that happens to almost everybody. I'm pretty sure, because that's been a problem for a while now. Another issue with the newer consoles is the fact that nobody really uses the technology for what it is. Like, nobody appreciates how much time was put into it. Also, they're a lot more breakable, too, is what really bothers me. They're breakable as heck, and when I say that, I mean, like, really breakable, really breakable. You drop it once, it can break, like, completely bust. Now, I'm not saying that's, like, the same issue I'm not saying that the same the older version of the Xbox, like the 360 or the normal one, I'm not saying those don't have the same problem. I'm just saying that the newer one is kind of worse for that. The good things about the newer consoles is the specs, the games you're able to play on them, and all that kind of stuff. What really is good about this is the fact that the newer the consoles, the more kinds of games you're going to have available to play on there. And that's especially great because depending on which console you get, you'll always have some great games. Like, I know for a fact Fortnite, people like playing that all the time. I'm not saying I play it, which I may actually someday for the channel, but that's off topic. Basically, people like playing Fortnite, they like playing Minecraft, and you just can't seem to do that on high quality. You can't seem to do that on high quality on the older consoles. But on the newer consoles, they seem to be a lot more stable and able to play those kinds of games. Like, they can play all the modern games, like the ones with high specs and all that crap. The Xbox One, the PS4, and those kinds of things, I know can take them. Because they're like really high quality consoles. If you guys want me to, do more, review it in person, like do a video going over the reasons why I hate the newer consoles and kind of talk about why they aren't the best, I can do a video where I'm recording myself, look through the settings and all that stuff, and see why it can't really run as well. Now, the reason I don't like the new consoles is mainly because of how difficult they are to understand and comprehend. Things like the 360, those were simple, like you didn't really have to have much to do with them, mainly because of the fact that people could understand it and they didn't have to be the smartest person in the world. And what's really great about that is the fact that it's great. It's great for people who's trying to get a hold and understand technology a lot more than normal. Yeah, that kind of thing, you know? So if you really wanted to get into kind of just tinkering around with the consoles and settings, and you don't really want to spend too much money on something that you were probably going to break, then I would definitely recommend the older consoles. So that one, that you get a point for the older consoles on simplicity levels. Now, the next thing I'm going to go over is the variety of games that you can cover. Like, I know this one, everybody should honestly know this one. This one, there's more in the newer consoles. You have varieties of games like, for example, Fortnite, Minecraft, Call of Duty, and different franchises you guys probably haven't never heard of. But for the older consoles, you really don't have much of a choice right there. That one nobody really knows much about, nobody really uses enough to kind of, get used to it. So nobody really has much of a variety on the older consoles. I mean, yeah, some maybe you'll have good games, but definitely not enough to kind of just satisfy your need for games. So definitely this point is going to have to go to the newer generation of consoles. Now the next thing that I would like to go over is the graphics. You guys definitely know this one. There's no competition right now. Definitely the only one who's going to win this fight are the newer consoles. Because the reason I say that, the older generation of consoles definitely does not have the capacity to handle the specs and graphics of the newer generations. So basically, it's kind of the norm for people to get these high quality games like Cyberpunk 2077, Modern Warfare 2019, all that kind of stuff. Like, you can literally play, you can play the highest graphics on an Xbox One. From what I've seen in the past. I know people like to choose their field of view, and they also like to choose, like, for example, they like to choose, okay, so a lot of gaming companies like to ask themselves, okay, how can we make this person's gaming experience better? How can we kind of make our people want to buy our devices? And so they insert better graphics cards and crap into that. PCs definitely have graphics too, I cannot lie to you guys. PCs actually seem to have a lot better graphics than most of the consoles in general. But that's just my personal opinion. You guys can say what you think in the comments below. So if you guys disagree with anything I say in this video, feel free to leave it in the comments section below. So basically the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is, like, for example, the prices and all that crap on the consoles. Like, for example, memberships, the costs of games, all that kind of stuff. Basically, they both cost the same. The older consoles definitely have an advantage over the newer ones because nobody plays the games that they're giving on the older consoles. So, by the way, I forgot to mention the specs point definitely goes to the newer consoles. So anyway, the prices, I'm going to have to say definitely the older consoles definitely have better prices, considering nobody plays the games anymore, and they're just kind of not as worth the money as the newer generation of games. Like, you can probably buy like Call of Duty World War II, or not World War II, but Call of Duty World at War for like $13 at Walmart. I know I bought mine at like $13, I know that much, but What's really fun about this whole thing is the fact that you don't have to spend much if you're just looking for a simple gaming experience that doesn't exclude all the fun details about this. So if you're looking for that, then you're definitely going to have to look you're definitely going to have to look towards the older consoles. So yeah, that's basically it. If you guys disagreed with pretty much anything I said in this list, feel free to leave your comments down there in the comments section below. Leave your reviews down there too, because I give shout outs to the first person who gives an epic suggestion. So if you guys want a free shout out from me, please feel free to leave your comments down below. I also like to do live streams, and I love to entertain you guys. So definitely remember to leave those comments down there. If you guys want to see me do more webcam videos like the last video I published where I did a zombie game, that's fun because I really got to kind of I just felt like I feel like you guys wouldn't judge me at all, I promise. And that's a good feeling to have when I'm trying to talk to a large crowd of people who my videos are going out to, like a huge crowd of people. And honestly, it's refreshing to know that people can look at me and say, okay, he's cool. Well, I'm Cyber from the Cyber YouTube channel, and goodbye.